Having a single app used by millions of people in dozens of countries all at the same time, that's the dream, right? But what happens when a feature that's perfectly legal in one country is completely illegal in another? We're going to dive into the really clever architecture that solves this massive global puzzle.
So, have you ever noticed this? You're talking about a cool new feature on an app, but your friend overseas has no idea what you're on about. Or maybe you go on vacation, open a service you use every day, and it just looks totally different. Well, that's not a glitch. It's actually a very intentional and, frankly, a very clever piece of engineering at work.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem for any company trying to go global. I like to call it the global compliance headache. The goal is so simple: release one product for everybody. But the problem? The world just doesn't play by one set of rules.
And let's be super clear here. We're not just talking about translating some text or changing currencies. No. We're talking about serious legal and regulatory stuff. A new investment feature might be a huge hit in one country, but it could be totally illegal in another, landing the company in some seriously hot water. The stakes are incredibly high.
This isn't just some abstract idea. This quote right here, this is the exact kind of problem senior architects get paid the big bucks to solve every single day. Their job is to build a system that works everywhere, but also obeys the rules everywhere. So how in the world do they pull that off?
Well, the answer turns out to be surprisingly elegant. It combines two really powerful ideas: feature flags and geolocation. And when you put them together, you let developers build what are basically digital borders right into the software itself.
Okay, so first, let's just quickly break down what a feature flag is. The best way to think about it is like a digital light switch that's buried deep inside the application's code. It lets a developer turn a new feature on or off for users, like instantly, without having to push out a whole new version of the app. It's an absolutely crucial tool for testing and rolling out new stuff.
And this slide just shows the evolution perfectly. See, on the left, you've got your standard flag. It's kind of a blunt instrument, right? The feature is either on for everyone or it's off for everyone. But on the right, that's where the magic happens. The geofenced flag becomes this precision tool. It adds a crucial layer of intelligence. It doesn't just ask, should this be on? It asks, where in the world is the person asking?
All right, theory's great, but how does this actually work in the real world? Let's walk through a super common example. Imagine a big tech company is about to launch a new cutting-edge investment feature in their app.
So, let's just follow the journey here. Step 1, a user in Paris opens the app. Instantly, and I mean instantly, in step 2, the system sees their IP address and knows, okay, this person is in France. Now, before the page even finishes loading, the app pings the flag service and asks a simple question. Hey, can I show this new investment tool to a user in France? The flag service checks its rulebook, and in step 4 it sees, nope, that's disabled for France. So it sends back a simple off signal. And the result? Well, that's step 5. And this, right here, is the magic. For that user in France, the feature just never existed. The page loads perfectly fine, but the button or the menu item for it is simply gone. There's no ugly error message, no annoying "this isn't available in your region" pop-up, just a clean, seamless experience that also happens to be perfectly legal. It's brilliant.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. What's the big picture here? What's the main takeaway for the architects and engineers who are building these systems? This is way more than just a clever technical trick. It's a fundamental strategy for how you build software in our interconnected world.
The benefits are just huge. First and foremost, you slash your legal risk. You can also run a single, efficient code base for the entire world, instead of trying to manage dozens of different country-specific versions. You can even use it for targeted rollouts. Maybe you want to test a new feature just in Germany to see how it does before you launch it everywhere. But at the end of the day, what you're really doing is building compliance right into the DNA of your software.
And that really is the heart of it. Geofence feature flags are the architectural tool that lets a massive global software platform behave with the precision and the nuance of a local business, respecting every single border and every single rule along the way.
Which kind of leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. As our digital and physical worlds keep blending, and as global regulations only get more and more complex, are these digital borders going to become a standard, required feature for pretty much every piece of software we build? Something to chew on.